Ah, here we go.
Hey, friend. Thanks for joining me when I had to deal with that mess a while ago. You were a real help. I wouldn't say you fully earned my trust, but you've earned something for sure. I owe you. I can't not worry about it. I don't like owing people. Guess I'll just have to surprise you someday. I was just rummaging through what we recovered from the Scorpions, and I stumbled across something pretty special. It was under lock and key, so those thugs probably thought it was something of high value. The Elder gave it to me when I was small. Losing it really got me where it hurts. I guess it couldn't hurt to tell you about it. I can't quite remember how old I was, but my mother had taken in an elderly man wandering the town. He was worse for wear, could barely even walk. She nursed him back to health under a humble roof. In return for her kindly gesture, he taught me to read and write. This notebook is a relic of those times. Not too long after that, I came down with a terrible illness. We had no money to speak of, so a doctor's visit was out of the question. My mother went everywhere asking for help, to no avail. And then the Elder stepped in and saved me. I don't know how he did it, or what it was he did. Could have been. I never knew much about him, honestly. He could have been a mage, a scholar. I have the foggiest. And I'll never know. Shortly after curing me of my illness, he passed on. Natural causes. My illness, it turns out, was part of a larger plague that swept through our village. So many died. There I was, having escaped death by some strange luck. I felt grateful. And helpless. So little Yuri figured it would be his mission to help anyone he could as he grew up. However I could. Not necessarily by making gold right from the sky, but in smaller ways. The streets are filled with kids who have no homes, no food, so many dying of disease, or some cheap medicine would have saved them. I figure, if I can save even one unlucky soul, I'm doing my part. It's a small dream, but it's one I hold in my heart. To help those who need it. It's what my gang's about. When I recruit my people, it's to that end. To give them a home. The turf wars, the gang, all of it. To honor that dream. Yeah? Well, thanks. Despite what you now know about me, I'm still the Lord of the Underground. Don't go forgetting that. I do what I have to, whether people view it as fair or foul. The way I see things, the goddess gave me two gifts, my life and my charm. That's been gift enough to get in with slimy nobles, so I can pull their strings as I see fit. Of course. It wasn't always easy, but in the end, it's all the same little game. Once I used a clever name, and my charms, to become the attendant to the head slug of a noble house. Yet another time, I took a name befitting the kingdom that landed me in the academy as a noble's adopted son. That's how I've gotten this far and earned my fortune. In doing so, I've spread my wings of protection further, to help those who need it most. As though I tell you, friend. But perhaps you can share what it is you think.
Okay, that was interesting, but... Alright. Again, there's not too much I can do except for tea parties, but the problem with that is that I don't really want to delay things any more than I already have during these streams, so I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Plus, this playthrough is going to be considerably shorter than a typical playthrough would be. Full Black Eagles only has like 18 chapters, I think. And some of them don't even give you much in the way of freedom, I think. So because of that, I'm not really going to be obsessing too much over that.
You'd best.
Oh, I've already done that with you? Huh. Interesting.
Well,
I was unaware of that. I thought I hadn't done that yet.
Uncommon intrigue. I still have much to learn.
Okay, so... And Anna will be finishing this up.
oh. Deal. Hey, Professor, I'd love to catch...
The glory of progress.
Well, that's another good ability for you to have. Don't need that. So yeah, okay. Don't really think there's anything else I can really do. Although, let me check something real quick. For Bernadetta's sake, I think I'm actually going to be focusing on other things. Let's see. So, how close are you here? Eh. Yeah, that's going to help you a bit here. You have the hardest time when it comes to actually killing things, so I think that's going to help you. Also, I'm going to... No. Skill levels. I'm also going to see what I can do for your authority. Ooh, quite a bit, actually. I'll hold off on that just for a bit. But yeah. Let's see what we can do with battalions for Bernie now. There's one she could probably use. As soon as I find it. not that. It's not that either. This is. Oh yeah, that's pretty nice. She does have everything that's important to her, right?
How's that?
I did check these guys, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. What I did not do is summon you. Well, I mean, it's not bad. There we go. That should be it, though.
Thanks.
We're already at the mission. Interesting. Fuck. You're right, I haven't. Damn it. I think you wait a while for that, man.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. Are we going to move forward with our plan?
I believe so. How confident are you in our theory, Professor?
I forgot to get the guide up. Man, you have to go down pretty far to get to this.
You have little doubt? That is good. We have no room for big doubts on this day.
All that matters is how our enemy makes their move, not how our teacher feels about the plan. You seem a mite too relaxed for my liking. The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. While we are in the goddess tower, we are relying on you to secure the locations that are lacking in defense.
May I let you in on something, Professor? My brother can be a bit callous. He told me that he was concerned about you and hinted that perhaps you would be better off patrolling a coffin.
Oh, wow.
That was said in jest, Flame, and in confidence. Please just remain by my side and do not cause any more trouble. As a professor, you would do well to remember that it is your duty to guide your students down the path of righteousness.
Please excuse us, everyone. We shall see you again after the ceremony has
Professor. We must find a place to hide where we can guard the stairs to the Holy Mausoleum. If the enemy moves as predicted, we should be able to cut off their escape path and capture every last one of them.
Oh wow, you show as early as this. Yeah, for the early game, I'm going to be focusing predominantly on Byleth, building his stats up. Because there's a lot that he's going to have to be able to do. And one of these is going to happen right now. And okay. He is a writer, so this might work out in my favor here.
We were right. Unwanted guests have come to visit.
Those Central Church dastards have spotted us. Buy me some time while I open the seal on the casket. I'm on it.
Our enemy appears to be after the tomb of Saint Seros in the back. Are they attempting to steal her bones? It would be best to defeat them before they achieve their aim. Look closely. There are contraptions of some sort on the floor. We must pay attention to our enemy's weapons and advance while attacking them from advantageous positions.
Stay focused. As expected.
I will get the victory. One more success.
Let me at it.
As you wish.
I will prevail.
Going with the battle range up.
That's my cue.
Sure thing.
Oh, I could just steal the Dark Seal, I think, without having to fight him. I have no one that could get me out of danger, though, is the problem. So it might be generally easier just to kill him. Maybe.
Oh no.
Yep.
Death Knight, prove your strength and scatter these fools. I don't take commands or waste my time on weaklings.
That knight is a powerful enemy. Let's do all we can to avoid him.
Do it!
See, it depends how powerful the rapier is. Pretty decently powerful, all things considered. I wonder. I think we'd be better off just trying for the double crit.
Like moths to a flame. I didn't expect to encounter someone like you. How fortunate.
Yeah, that actually wasn't hard at all, man. But hey, whatever.
I will not be stopped.
You're fresh out of luck.
Oh yeah, there's tests in here too. Well, that's something Byleth will be really good at dealing with then.
I thought I was dead.
I never doubted you.
Ridiculous.
Alright.
I will win. My heart is full of victory.
At least you're no coward.
Can I go now?
Let the lesson begin. Each battle a chance to grow.
So who is hit the most? I know someone was hit pretty hard, but I don't see who it was. Petra, I guess?
Caution is needed. Victory received. I thank you. I did not grant the victory.
Okay, fine. Man.
As you wish. You worked hard for nothing.
Damn, mage spam. Shit.
Sally forth.
Sure thing.
Oh no.
Stay focused. No hesitation. What is that?
Where I can hide.
Alright.
I will prevail.
Caution is needed.
That's my cue.
I will get the victory.
Well, how was that?
Yep.
Let me at it.
Just 2 damage, really? Damn. How much defense do you have? Not much. Huh. That's odd. That is really strange, honestly. Although, now you have an extra attack boost.
I thought I was dead.
You know what? Yeah. If that's the case... What?
Each battle a chance to grow.
I should have killed him in one hit. Yeah, we're only on turn 4, so... Oh, you have a chest key too, actually. So... Yeah, we got this.
Couldn't weather the storm, huh? Stronger than better.
Okay, so who needs this the most? Probably Petra still. Yep.
The reinforcements haven't arrived. If they approach from behind, we can attack them from both sides.
That's not going to be a problem. Okay.
Appreciate it. Oh, I see now.
Okay, so that's taken care of. Let's see how you do against him.
Thanks. Let's go. This is our chance. Let's think carefully.
Yeah.
Time to take action. Don't waste it.
Oh my god.
Have I done yet?
Ever so sorry. Ah! Acknowledge my contribution.
come on, really?
You can't stop me. All roses have thorns.
Admiration.
Oh, fuck. Really? Okay, fine. I'll wait till next time.
It's good to be king.
Alright. And...
Sure thing. Who's next? Stay focused.
well, this is rather laughable.
That is that. Face it, I'm better than you.
One more success.
Ahem. Intermediate seal.
I will prevail.
Oh no.
Who has it? You do. Shit. You're a dust, okay. And, yeah.
You're too late. The seal will be broken any minute now.
You! Let the lesson begin. You fought well.
It's no use. The seal is broken. You can't. A sword.
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control. You, round up any stragglers.
Will do.
Oh, you mean those stragglers right in front of you? What the hell? Sword of the Creator. This thing's pretty good, and don't be afraid about using it, because you get a more powerful version of it later on. And when you do, all the weapon durability gets restored, so you don't need to worry about that. I usually save it for powerful enemies or bosses, so...
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church. You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived.
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands. May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please. The goddess would never forgive you for our execution.
Monster, we know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight. That's that, I suppose. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It was all the Western Church's doing. That masked knight who led the attack somehow managed to disappear without a trace.
The Church of Seros clearly isn't as unified as it would hope to appear. It seems the bishop of the Western Church was always opposed to the Church being ruled centrally from Garreg Mach. Perhaps they hoped to remove the Archbishop in order to completely strip the Central Church of its authority.
There we go.
That's right. Geralt mentioned that you were raised without any exposure to the Church. In order to function more efficiently, the Church of Seros is split into several smaller entities. The Central Church is the largest, and leads the organization from Garreg Mach.
The Western Church extends from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato rebelled, into the far west. They can be found just beyond the most renowned stronghold of the kingdom, the fortress city of Arian Road.
It seems the knights have been tasked with subduing the leaders of the Western Church. We may be given the opportunity to help them with their mission.
To think, our own professor was born in Fogland, and yet knew nothing of the Church. I never imagined explaining something so basic to an instructor of mine. You're something of a special case, are you not?
How strange that the Archbishop would ask someone like that to lead her students. There's clearly more to that decision than we know.
Lady Rhea is pretty scary sometimes. But to execute that whole group, just like that, it seems harsh even for her.
If one of us does something bad, I wonder what she would do to us. Professor, do you agree with the Archbishop's actions?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me. The Archbishop lives.
Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
This dialogue holds new meaning if you know who he really is.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Saros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the Crest Stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
Not surprising, since he's the one that took it long ago. Well, to be more precise, his ancestors were.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the Crest Stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its Crest Stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
We never really found out what he needed the Death Knight for.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Oh, I shall. I'm gonna overthrow the church with it.
Lady Rhea, wait. Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger?
Damn it.
Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Vodland would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Saros over 1,000 years ago. When Vodland was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Vodland. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Saros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No, I have faith, Zenith. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
Oh boy, are you in for a sad awakening.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last.
I'll be right back. Alright.
And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you? I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name? Yes, her. The sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Alright. So that happened.
Part 1. White clouds. Verdant rain moon. Tower of black winds.
The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Vodland are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Vodland that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. But when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Vargas, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power, even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword. Also, you should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome, but with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Seiros could not hope to defeat you. I'm just marveling at the potential. Besides, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize. Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher? Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. A crest of flames. That is what you possess. Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
It seems I am discovered. I suppose that means assassination is out of the question. At least for now. Unusually watchful, difficult to steal upon in slumber, perhaps an odorless, tasteless poison. Lady Edelgard certainly took interest in a difficult one this time. I suppose that question does warrant a response, considering it may mean your life. The answer requires me to explain some of the complex internal politics of the Empire. Are you familiar with Volkard von Arundel? He is Lady Edelgard's uncle.
And also someone else, too.
You may also know him as Lord Arundel, the Empire's regent. Many years ago, he took Her Majesty and fled to the kingdom of Fargus. Then after a time, he returned to seize power. Joining forces with Prime Minister Iron, my father, Lord Arundel rendered Emperor Ionius IX politically impotent. Lady Edelgard is Ionius IX's daughter. I cannot begin to fathom the depth of her sadness at his betrayal. I see something of Lord Arundel in you. When I look at you, I feel I can almost see a second self lurking beneath the surface.
Oh, why, thank you.
It is as if you are in constant dialogue with something inside your heart. Something with desires very different from your own. Does that description feel familiar to you at all? Because to me, you seem unpredictable. As though you could turn traitor at any moment. The more I learn about you, the less I like. I had thought you might be of use to Lady Edelgard.
Oh, I shall.
But now I am beginning to think you may, through no fault of your own, present too great a risk. I hope you will prove me wrong, Professor. I would hate for this to come to bloodshed.
Thank you.
Oh, finally.
We are within a monastery. No ghost would dare set foot in here. What is that look upon your face? I am no ghost, if that is what was on your mind.
No. Who's there? Professor, what are you doing here? Oh, perhaps I was talking in my sleep. So you heard me then? Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them since I was a child. Stupid, pointless dreams I can't control. It's terribly frustrating. No, they're just worthless dreams of the past. Talking about it won't change a thing. I had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose I could try, but only if you swear not to tell the soul. I appreciate it. I dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help that never came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning. I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer of light. I once had 10 siblings, 8 older and 2 younger. Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Do you know why? Every last one of them was crippled by disease, or lost their mind, or died. I was the only one left who could inherit the throne. Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived. The nightmares are a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again. Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire. The future of the Empire, of everything, depends on me. I shared more than I intended to. I suppose there's something in the air tonight. I've never told anyone about my past before. Please, forget I said anything. Sleep well, my teacher.
Oh God. Okay. Okay.
So, Professor. Gerald was looking for you. It seems he has gone off somewhere. If he is not in his room, then surely someone has seen him. Ask around. I have something to ask of you. I have something to ask of you.
All right. Oh, finally, the freaking blacksmith. Fuck.
Could you help me out?
I could use your help.
Yeah, this is when all the cool stuff opens up.
Okay.
Alright.
Why is that fish so still? Wait, is it swimming sideways? Perhaps it is resigned to its woeful fate of being plucked from the water and eaten. Ah, Professor, you are so outgoing with all of the students. I would like to have more opportunities to connect with you. Oh, I'm certain my brother would disapprove.
Not forever.
Might you help me with a favor? Professor. I've been hearing about you a lot lately. Word on the street is you wield some amazing sword. If you ever want to sell it to me, I'd pay top G. Just kidding. Sorta. It's, not for sale, is it? Hey, how about a favor?
Yeah, you might notice I got a lot of these last chapter. So,
Appreciate it.
yep, she automatically takes it from you. They do this so you can't just hold on to them until the end of the chapter, and she keeps stealing them to get a huge supply of it all at once. No, you can't do that. Okay, that's another quest down.
Hey, I could use a hand. What the?
Okay, so... I love how they have a unique sprite for him doing that. You should increase steam as much as you can get away with.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you. That's so. What the?
Okay, so yeah, I have that going for me now. Let's see. And Ray has a quest too. Man, there's quests all over the place for this month.
So,
I am trusting you. You must be rather bewildered by the power that was hidden within. However, know that I believe in you. I have no doubt that you will use that power justly. You will most certainly fulfill the grand destiny that the goddess has seen fit to grant you.
Oh yes, I shall fulfill my destiny. 2 of them?
May I ask a favor of you? May I ask a favor of you?
Oh, finally. Although at this point it doesn't really matter. But just for the hell of it. Go ahead and get the guide out. Oh, that's all I've got?
I'm pleased to have been invited. I am grateful.
Of course. Of course. Of course. I see. Yes. I see. Have you grown accustomed to living in the monastery?
Disagree or nod?
Professor.
Yes. How tranquil. I see. I see. Professor. I see. Professor. Professor. I see. I see. Of course. What?
I don't know if that does any good or anything.
How quickly this delightful time has passed. However, we must return to our work. I appreciate your effort. You must be, however, you will know.
If I recall, my people are still happy from the last time I did it. Certainly seems like it to me. Yep. So, I'm gonna have a lot of activity points to spend. A lot of it's gonna be spent on sauna now, actually.
Hey!
Professor, you looked like a natural wielding the sword of the Creator. It's strange, though, isn't it? The last owner of the sword was Nemesis, but I thought he didn't have any descendants. You have helped me so much.
Need something?
And I've already mastered this from before.
See you again soon.
I'll speak to you in a bit, but first...
Professor. Oh, Professor, are you looking for Captain Gerald? I just saw him in the Knight's Hall a little while ago. He was talking with a female knight, but I didn't get a good look at who she was.
Oh, Gerald? He said something about visiting a grave. There's a graveyard attached to the monastery, so you'll probably find him there. I can't remember where the graveyard is, but I bet Sedith knows.
Seriously, Catherine?
am Rodrigue Achille Fraldarius. I bear the great honor of serving as a lord in the kingdom of Fargus. I have come in Margrave Gautier's stead to retrieve their stolen relic. However, as I hear it, a group of students is to attend to this matter. I sincerely hope no harm comes to any of them.
Oh. Oh.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find you. So, here I am. I was thinking we should visit your mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave.
As far as you know, anyway.
Oh, of course you would ask that. I wouldn't know where to begin. I suppose I haven't talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. So smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able to spend much time with you. But she loved you with all her heart. That's the truest thing I know. Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her. In time, it will be yours. One day, I hope to give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Man, I'm getting a lot of renown this chapter. Alright. And we got another quest to do, so...
I'm not secretly eating cake.
I have a feeling I know what the answer to this is going to be, but... Where's Bernadette on here? There we go.
You're getting pretty good at talking through the door, Professor.
Oh, okay, I have to do the gift thing.
Thank you.
And the other one goes over here.
Swinging a sword about in the Holy Mausoleum? The potential for damage is too great to imagine. I sincerely hope the saints' coffins were not damaged.
Okay.
Were you using magic? I heard you weren't, but it's torture not being able to go inside the Holy Mausoleum for an entire year. I'll gladly take this.
I appreciate your effort.
I'll take all the Noah fruit you're willing to give me, honestly. think that's all the quests I can do in town. Wait, no it isn't. There is something else. There we go, it's the thing for the blacksmith.
Knew I could count on you. Hey there.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Welcome.
Brave sword, huh? He doesn't really need that, but Petra could use it.
Come back soon.
I don't really use combat arts enough. Let's see. Oh, Yuri could also use it, actually. I think I'll give him the killing edge, though.
Welcome. Will this one do? Many thanks.
Okay. I'll give Petra the brave sword.
Will this one do? Many thanks.
Okay.
Come back soon.
Yeah, none of them get as high magic growth. You have the most, but... Oof. Man. Still not quite up to par.
Welcome. Come back soon.
Hey there.
Don't have enough Black Sand Steel yet to give him that, but it's coming.
Come back anytime.
Although, one thing I have been neglecting for a while. That I could be doing now, actually.
Thanks.
Again with the freaking advertisements on here, man.
I am grateful. Thank you.
I also need to check the trash heap, but... Let's see what we got for weapons. another rapier, really. Okay, that's cool. Wait. Oh, okay. At first I thought it meant that I couldn't get these for whatever reason, but no. See what we have in way of gauntlets here. Yes, I can get one this way. That's sounding like a pretty good idea to me. And Yuri can have a brave sword, actually. You can only get up to 3, but 3 is a lot. Takes a while to use up a lot of those. It may not seem worth it, but it actually kind of is. Especially considering how useful some of these are. Well, those are also pretty good. I don't quite need that just yet, though. But I will be in that later, though. When I have more materials to work with it. Let's see. Oh, yes. Anyone else that's weapon based for this? Yes. My people just got supercharged. Not that they really needed it per se, but that'll be useful for later, certainly.
Hey you, listen up. I've got something to report. Actually, if I recall correctly, which is my job and passion, there were reportable happenings up top as well. That's why I'm still stuck with Mr. Backup. I'm still here by request of Lord Seth. You can never be too vigilant. Truth be told, I'm used to the guy by now. Not Yuri, though. He shoots him a pointed glare every time he walks by. How eerie is that? Hey you, listen, actually, if I'm still truth be told.
I was hoping I could get him to say something to me, but...
Elfric used to use his position in the church to look out for Abyss. He basically set this whole place up for us. Then some scandal or other forced him out. I wonder what got the church so riled up.
Oh, that's different. So events were kind of different this time around.
Nice sword, Chatterbox. I like how it lights up. That's a neat trick. But now that you have it, the church is going to want to use your power for their own ends. Are you going to let that happen?
Absolutely not. Let's see.
Think for yourself. You're too good to become one of their stooges.
Oh, you won't have to worry about that, definitely.
It's like this. The best fighter in Abyss? Balthus, probably. Yuri's definitely the most cunning. Constance is the strongest with magic. The most dangerous of them all, though? Happy. You've heard the rumors, haven't you?
You're a busy one, aren't you? Always on the road. Being a professor seems like a tough gig. Back when I was first enrolled here, we rarely traveled. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion was about it. This really stirs up the old memories. When I took part, my house lost. May have been my fault. It's hard to believe, but I was pretty rash back then. Hey, think I could join in again this year? Bet you can pull some strings and make it happen, yeah?
Oh, of course you're going to be a part of it.
Niklon. I know that guy. Northern Fargus, he's pretty well known. Not in a good way. The guy does what he pleases, attacking towns in Margrave Gautier's territory relentlessly, stealing food and even abducting women.
Damn.
I may be the leader of a bunch of thugs, too, but I'm nothing like that slime bag. A bit. I've got folks who follow my lead. The similarities end there. A hero's relic can turn a slimeback like Niklon into a knight. I know you've got one of those shinies yourself. Don't go doing anything reckless.
What do you know? It's like this.
Trying to find where Constance went. Huh. Weird. Oh, I need to check the trash heap while I'm here, but... nothing too much this month.
Thanks. I am grateful. Thank you.
My thanks.
Thanks.
Oh, she's in the greenhouse? Okay, alright, whatever.
My mistake. The next mission is to rout bandits in the kingdom, is it not? I find the idea unsettling. Though the bandits have captured a large prize, they are insignificant in and of themselves. The matter would be more appropriately dealt with by Margrave Gautier or the Fargus royal family. I grant that I am most likely jumping at shadows, but I fear that if Fargus is weakened, the tipped scales will lead to widespread unrest.
Okay then. Pretty shocking to see her there of all places.
I am sorry that the kingdom's unrest did not stop with Lord Lonato. Professor, Hero's relics are incredibly powerful. Please, be on your guard.
The Western Church, the Central Church, they believe in the same goddess, but oppose one another. Fodlan is a complicated place.
Mercedes. Her face looks
familiar.
Have you seen a man who looks like me? He's middle-aged and relatively tall. If you get the chance, tell him I've gone out, okay?
Hey, I heard about the things you did. I'm so glad Lady Rhea is safe. I figure you're a great person after all, Professor.
You won't be thinking that for long, kid.
Hey, Teach, I hear you were able to use the Sword of the Creator. That means... What does that mean? Could it mean that you're a descendant of Nemesis, the King of Liberation?
Alright.
Maybe. The assassination attempt on Lady Rhea, the theft of a hero's relic. I am up to my ears in foul news of recent. Speaking of, there's a terrifying rumor swirling around Gareth Mott these days. Apparently, a spirit of death wielding a huge scythe has been kidnapping young maidens. Will the madness never end?
That's so.
Hi. Don't you think Professor Hanneman's been acting a bit strange? Maybe he's made some kind of big discovery.
Professor!
Okay, so it's all over here.
Oh my! The crest of flames? Could it really? Yes, the actual crest of flames! No, that is quite enough. I should compose myself. I must remain objective in my research. Objective, professional. The scandal with the Western Church troubles me. We cannot afford to let ourselves be swept along, and yet...
Yeah. Captain Gerald was all furrowed brow earlier. Do you know what's got him so concerned? If there's a problem, I want to help any way I can. Okay, I doubt there's anything I can do for him, but I figured I'd ask anyway.
How are you managing the Sword of the Creator? No problems? I hope you have not left it lying somewhere unattended or anything foolish like that.
Oh no, I just threw it in a trash bin.
You will need the sword's power on your next mission. I trust you will handle it without much issue.
Hey, you.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Oh, come to think of it, last month there was something to report, wasn't there? Thanks to you, I hear that everything was resolved. I never realized that bandits had entered. I'm not a great guard after all, am I? I hope you will forgive me one day.
Gatekeeper should have totally been a DLC character. Alright.
Oh no. Wow, Lord Rodrigue in the flesh. What is Felix doing? This is such a rare opportunity for him to see his family.
I have a request. Hail, Professor. If I may introduce myself, I am Gilbert. My life has been spent as a dedicated knight. I am to accompany you on your assignment. I may have slowed a step in recent years, but I pledge to you the full extent of my abilities. No, Professor. The pleasure is all mine, I assure you.
I really don't like Gilbert at all. He is not a very likable character.
It seems that our next mission is another bandit hunt. This time I've heard that their leader is the son of a noble family. What a complete disgrace to the nobility.
Hello? For a hero's relic to be stolen, it's unheard of.
And just last month, the sword of the Creator was almost stolen too.
Also quite unheard of. What impudence.
For House Gautier to invite us onto their land, they must be desperate. But at least we'll have the stalwart knights ready to stand around and watch us do all the work.
Good one. Maybe?
I appreciate it.
Yes, okay, you do like it. Okay, yeah, not even close. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So, let's see. I think I'm gonna skip the sauna for this one and do some cooking for meals. Even if it doesn't increase motivation, it does increase support. Let's save Yuri for Yuri and Bernadetta, so... Okay. I need to do Edelgard and Constance. So I'm gonna pass on them. I'm gonna do Petra and Happy. Just to do the free one out of the way.
I would be liking that greatly. Wow, this is all kinds of tasty.
Okay. Need to do Constance and Edelgard. Give it the choice. Yeah, that'll do.
Dear me, there is a stain on your highness's dish. The plating hasn't survived on mine either.
I appreciate your concern, but this isn't the place for such formality. We must make allowances for the dining hall, don't you think?
Okay, was not expecting this to be a special dialogue, but neat. Okay. Next up will be Yuri and Bernadetta. Yep.
Will you talk to her for me? She's been avoiding me non-stop.
Of course I avoid him. I avoid everyone.
Okay, so Dorothea and Balthus? No. Dorothea and Hubert, I guess, if I can get away with it. Fuck off. He just doesn't like much. Oh, this has an increased effect? Interesting. Fuck. He's not gonna like any of these, is he? No, he is not. Fuck off, dude. Okay, you like that. Does she like it? No, you're not. Whatever, I'll just take what I can get here.
While I have little interest in food, I will admit to a weakness for this one dish.
I don't like being hit on during a meal, so it's nice to be with you.
Although, to be fair, why do I even care about that? They can charm each other during battle. It's not exactly something I need to worry about too much. And as a matter of fact, well, someone is... Alright. Go ahead and go down here for this one.
Hi. My mistake.
Oh, it's awful. Just awful what happened with the Rite of Rebirth. The infirmary. Well, it was a mess. Things are finally calm again, and so I've come here to unwind. Let me tell you, I put all of my knowledge to use keeping those kids alive. Still, the truth of it is that when someone faces death for the first time, well, they figure out who they are. They learn if they can do it again. We can't lose them, Professor. Not to battle or to cowardice. If you can keep them going, then I will too.
What the heck is she talking about here? Because if they talk about us, there wasn't really major casualties, and if you talk about the people that we took out, well, they were publicly executed anyway. So, like, who the heck could you be talking about?
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna go this way and start talking to more people.
The coffin of Seros in the Holy Mausoleum should have held her remains. Instead, it held the sword of the Creator. What could it mean?
Some people are unhappy because they don't have the crest they want, and some are unhappy because they have a crest they never asked for.
So, the head of the Western Church holds the title of bishop. That's not as distinguished as an archbishop, such as Lady Rhea, but it still comes with a fair amount of authority. If someone in that position plotted an assassination, I cannot help but think it must have been instigated by some outside force. There are bishops in the Eastern Church as well, but to speak frankly, they do not have much impact. They are under the influence of both the Archbishop and the Leicester Alliance, so their ability to voice grievances is quite limited.
Oh, that man I walked past earlier. That wasn't Lord Rodrigue, was it? House Fraldarius is a powerful noble family, linked to the founding of Fargus. Lord Rodrigue, its current leader, is a magnificent warrior. He's known as the Shield of Fargus. A dozen or so years ago, during the Northern Campaign in Strang, he performed splendidly as the king's right hand. Come to think of it, wasn't there someone from House Fraldarius amongst this year's students?
You acquitted yourself honorably last month. To think they'd go into the Holy Mausoleum and assault the Goddess Tower. I cannot imagine the Western Church was acting on its own. Someone must have been helping them. As for the masked knight who escaped, his days are numbered. I hope we find him soon, so I can kill him myself.
Oh, you're not gonna get to do that, lady. He's gonna be helping us.
Professor, I'm so sorry my older brother is causing you all this hassle, Professor. Don't misunderstand. I always thought he was a piece of garbage. But I never thought he'd steal the relic. I can't wait to see his face when he realizes I'm in the group that was sent to take him down.
Oh.
Quite so. Hello there.
While I'm here, let's see. Getting a decent payout this time around. Well, let's see that now. Okay, it was mostly good.
Hey, Professor, don't you think everyone's making too big a fuss over these crests or heroes relics or whatever they're called? How important can that stuff really be? Personally, I don't even care that I don't have a crest. I'll
take muscles over crests any day. Heck, I'll take muscles over a hot meal.
Actually,
Is it true that Lady Rhea entrusted the sword of the Creator to you? I can hardly even fathom you being capable of wielding something of such power. Just who are you anyway? I thought school life would be peaceful and quiet, with a sprinkle of drama to keep things interesting. But since you arrived, it's been one thing after another. Is that just a coincidence, I wonder? Oh, I was just kidding. Anyway, as I said before, I do like having a little drama in my life.
Who do I need to talk to in here?
I thought school life would be, but since you... Is it true? I can hardly even...
What is going on? Okay, there's someone over here.
That reminds me. The Leicester Alliance is governed through round-table conferences between the 5 most prominent allied dukes, the 5 great lords. First and foremost is Duke Regan, the Alliance's leader. Joining him are the heads of House Goneril, House Gloucester, and House Ardelia. Lastly, there is the newest addition, Margrave Edmund. These 5 each have voting power in the conferences. Before House Edmund, it was House Daphno that was counted amongst the 5. However, it is said that the head of that family relinquished their vote to House Edmund, which had only recently risen to significance. Not possible. Hey, Professor, did you happen to see that man I was looking for earlier? I just spotted him by the dining hall, but then he ran away. Oh? You saw him by the entrance to the monastery? Thank you, Professor. Father, I found you at last. So, you have a crest too, eh, Professor? Does that mean you're descended from nobility? You've certainly got the look for it. I sure do wish there were more nobles like you, Professor. A teacher, a mercenary, and so very mysterious. How could a girl ever get enough? Okay.
Umbra Steel. Viscum. Okay, let's talk about this weapon. It is a bugged item. You were not supposed to be able to get this in the game, but someone learned how to hack into the game to get an item that wasn't ever supposed to be legit, and started passing it out to the miscellaneous travelers. It only takes 1 gold to get it, but it is actually one of the best things in the game. It has the highest might, 100 hit, and it actually can hit 1 to 9 spaces away. And it has the description of Leather Shield for some reason. It has E rank of sword, so pretty much anyone can use it. It is quite remarkable how broken this is. You also might notice it has infinite durability too, so there's no limit on using it either. It is pretty out there, shall we say? See what else we got over here. And another one. Yeah, like, you can find a lot of these over time. Like, if you're ever having trouble with a map, then Discums can kind of trivialize it, making it impossible for the enemy to ever beat you. Very much so, yes.
This has been my first time to the Kingdom's North. I hear the people of North are cold and have much loneliness. Professor, I hear you have worked as a mercenary in the Kingdom. Did you find joy in this? You cannot remember? Is that having possibility? Kind of amazement.
I heard a relic was stolen. If this had something to do with a family conflict, I don't think I could choose a side. What if it's some kind of powerful weapon? I want one too. I know relics aren't easy to come by. I'd still like to get my hands on one.
We're rounding down.
Okay, I'm thinking.
I've had a chance to spar with Gilbert of the Knights of Seros before. I couldn't get a single strike in. If that man is accompanying you on your assignment, you can rest assured that no harm will come to you.
Ha!
To be honest, he kind of reminds me of someone. But no, it must be my imagination, right?
Right.
You guys have it bad in your own way. But believe me when I say we've got it bad too. With all that happened last month, a great many knights were dispatched to the Western Church. And now we must set out for the Eastern Church, located in the far east of the Leicester Alliance. If I must die in Alliance territory, I wish it wasn't in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I'd much rather go on a sightseeing trip to Deirdre. Oh, you don't know? Deirdre is House Regan's domain. It's called the Aquatic Capital.
So the whole plan to attack the monastery was some plot devised by the Western Church? That means they used Lenato. What right do they have to drag a good man like him into their schemes? There's going to be a big investigation into the Western Church soon. I wish I could be a part of it. I want to hear for myself why Lenato had to die.
Yep, that one. Yep, okay. Well, since I have some spares going for me,
Professor.
might as well use this a couple more times. Before I do this, time to save. Constance is going to be finishing up soon. Happy. And I got one more, so I guess I'll do Balthus. He's not really one I'm too concerned about, though, since getting his stuff's gonna be very basic. Oh, fuck. Oh, perfect.
What the?
So, yeah, that does look like it's pretty much all I'm gonna need. Let's see, you have to A-rank with Yuri. Okay. But now Constance are not happy. Yeah, you have the Riley skill, so you need to actually focus on these two, I guess. Ah, okay. Go and see what this one's about.
Professor, oh, don't worry. It's nothing. Actually, could we talk for a bit? Somewhere a little more private? I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I find you a little difficult to be around. I know. I'm your student and you're just trying to watch out for me. But the way you look at me sometimes, it's like you're seeing right through me. No, don't apologize. I know you don't mean anything bad by it. I'm just self-conscious, I guess. The thing is, I don't have anything to call my own. No land, no birthright, no fortune. Little knowledge or battle skill. I think that's why I always clung to my popularity as a diva. Even after leaving the stage behind, I sort of kept up the act.
Oh, hello. Why is the... Okay, one thing I don't like is it's not showing the timestamps. Why is it not showing the timestamps? Yes, okay, there we go. Wow, that was from a long time back.
When I look at you, it's like your eyes are accusing me. telling me that you see right through it.
I need to make it to where I can always see the chat.
That's what I mean when I say it's difficult being around you. Hey, this might be nuts, but maybe you could show me some kind of weakness of yours? You know my biggest fear. If I know one of yours, maybe I'll feel less, I don't know, vulnerable. Excellent. Well then, don't mind me. You know, Professor, I never hear any gossip about you. Of a romantic nature, I mean. Would I be right in assuming you're not very experienced with romance? Maybe we should find out somehow. Professor? What's with you? Why aren't you reacting to anything I'm doing? Oh, come on. Is your heart even beating? You're making me lose my confidence. Don't be so silly. Huh? It really isn't beating? Is what I'd say if I were more gullible. You're just fooling around, Professor. I'm not sure how you did it, but that was a good one.
Okay, so I need to make a backup save actually. Oh, that's cleared game data. Well, technically so is that. So I can go and get rid of this one. They are the same, right? Yeah, they are. Although at this rate, I think it's going to be pretty obvious I'm going to be beating this playthrough. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. Alright, we're going to see how this goes. %. I'm surprised it's not higher, honestly.
Thanks for the tips. Thanks for the tips.
Pretty damn close here. Alright, goals on him are... Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Next, doing Balthus.
Brings back memories.
Not too great. What about Constance?
You see, flawless. I shall accept as much praise as you're willing to offer. You see, flawless.
Oh my god.
You see, flawless.
If it would have been 4 of them...
You see, flawless.
It was 4 of them. Oh my god. Okay, wow. That's something, alright.
Thanks for taking the time.
Alright, so next up is Dorothea.
Everything went pretty well today. I got it? Good. You're quite the motivator, Professor.
Okay, got 2 more. Bernadetta doesn't really need it, per se. Let's see, so it's gonna be Edelgard and Hubert. Wow, yours is A+ already.
Nothing worth celebrating. Praise isn't necessary, really. Nothing worth celebrating.
He's all in hand. Flattery will get you nowhere. He's all in hand. Your instruction has been beneficial.
Alright.
I have a question.
Okay, so shit. You're not telling me. Come on. Oh my god. Okay.
I see.
There we go.
Professor?
Fuck. They always do this, like, right after a freaking instruction, too, so if you screw it up, you're kind of stuck with it. Don't have that one. Honey Fruit Blend. Do not have that one either. Ceros Tea. Don't have that one either. Fuck.
You asked me here for a reason, yeah? Well, at the very least, this should be interesting. Thanks. Tasty.
No.
Nailed it.
Barely.
Well,
At least that one was easier.
Nailed it.
Fuck off with this.
My father. Never knew the guy. Don't have any interest in knowing him at this point either.
Admonish, chatter, praise. I'll be back. Okay, here we go.
Cool. Thanks for the treat, friend. Let's do this again sometime, yeah?
I'm not sure about this. I am ready. Our results speak volumes.
I learn with my heart, not my head.
It's starting to take shape. As long as it makes me stronger.
I'd never have learned this back in my room. One step before the next step.
I'm a natural.
It all makes sense now.
Oh, I forgot to put her off a bow. She's mastered everything.
I'm looking sharp, huh?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to remember to do that. Yeah, not until you're level 20, unfortunately. I mean, I'll check to be sure, but I do believe Yuri has everything he needs for that. Yep, sure does. Warmonk is a class that I honestly don't even really think is worth having. It's basically just a brawler that can use healing. Like, I guess you could say it's at least something extra, but here's the thing about that. There's already a better option. The War Master. If you have Axe and Brawl, you can essentially get this class, which essentially gives you crit plus 20 to anything you would want to use. Yeah, it's not just fists and axes. That crit goes to anything, and that could be very useful to have. It's the only class that gives it to you, too, to my knowledge. Nothing else even comes close to that. Let's see, Swordmaster might be your best bet. But that's only crit plus 10, and it's only the sword. Warmaster is just a better option, really. if you really want to go for full crit. It just kind of sucks that they make it really hard to get. I know with New Game Plus, you can actually get around that a bit, but it's still not exactly fun to deal with. And unfortunately, I can't really do much with that for the time being. So, yeah, battle time. We've got some quests to do. At this point, I'm just waiting around for level 20 to happen, so the really awesome classes can be unlocked. At which point, the Ashen Wolves will just become super amazing at what they do. There's also a special quest that will open up eventually for the Ashen Wolves that will allow them to get special items, like special relics and stuff, so that'll be nice. Yep, they're just bandits. Although some of them have swords. Not many, though. And there's a bow user, a magic user. Yeah, okay. I'm not even going to take this seriously.
We must all do our part.
I've really made this my own.
Nice thing to get.
My next effort shall compensate. Growth is a part of life.
I'm a quick study.
I've still got room to grow.
Everybody even got attacked yet. Man, these guys are pathetic. This one, just as easy. They're basically here just for quests, and that's it. They really aren't any different in terms of how you approach them than any normal quest. Nah, it's the paralogs that are very different. And not really in a good way, if we're being honest. I am not a big fan of the way Parallax are handled in this. A lot of them have gimmicks that are just not fun to deal with.
I am greater now.
Perhaps I've been well taught. Stay focused.
And since I don't have to steal anything, I can kind of rush through this too. It's slightly more difficult, but nothing I can't handle.
I will prevail.
Stronger, huh? We'll see. This strength will serve Lady Edelgard well. Rendered useless. Lady Edelgard, forgive me.
Well, that was timed well.
The glory of progress.
Still got room to grow.
Oh, I see now. Could have been better, could have been worse.
One step at a time.
I'm not setting a very good example.
I am greater now. I am closing in on expertise.
I can feel the difference.
I want to be all I can.
Well, that's, yeah.
My next effort shall compensate.
She had a bow? I have got to do better about making sure that they don't have items like that they will use. Because it is true that mages will prioritize weapons that they might have over using magic if they feel like they can get away with it, which is why I always try to make sure they don't have items like that. That's not to say that weapons are completely pointless when it comes to mages, but unless you have a very specific setup, then it's not worth it. Okay, so what am I gonna need for you to get Bow Knight again? Lance. Lance will be cheaper for you to get later on. Let me focus on writing with you.
Thanks for the help.
I have understanding. One step before the next step. You are giving me praise? I will get more soon.
Yeah, you'll be able to get to a Swordmaster later, so I need to focus on giving you something else after that. Grey Knight apparently is not going to be very good for you. Oh, females can't get War Master. They can just get Gremory. Oh, that sucks. I didn't even notice. Yeah, that kind of sucks. There's not a lot of options for sword winners at that point. I guess that's what I'm going to focus on then. Even though you suck at it.
I have understanding. You have my...
Oops.
I have understanding.
Didn't mean to skip you there, so yeah, I'm kind of just done for now. I'll just have auto-instruct do the rest.
My efforts have borne fruit. I think I've got the hang of it.
Okay, and Petra needs to be on Sword and Reason. Alright. I don't have anything better for you to be doing right now. Oh, Also, Bernadetta, you do not need bow right now. You can do writing and authority. We'll see what happens.
Professor!
Great weather today. Perfect for shutting yourself inside, don't you think? I'm glad you get it. With great weather like this, there'll be no one inside to bother us. I love feeling like I'm all alone in the world. Oh, that. Well, I guess I can tell you, Professor. My father's obsessed with money. He's only ever seen me as bait for a rich husband. To train me to be a good wife, he'd do things like tie me to a chair.
Jeez.
I tried hard to do as he asked. Honestly, I did. But before I knew it, I just couldn't bring myself to leave my room anymore. I just had this overwhelming feeling of fear all the time. No matter how hard I tried, my father never thought I was good enough. After that, it was just constant scolding. He couldn't say 2 words to me without mentioning how useless I was. An unmarriageable girl. My life was isolated, to say the least. I wasn't allowed to play with other kids, let alone make friends. Soon, I stopped wanting that. I was happiest alone, but even that made him mad. And when he tried to drag me outside, I kicked and screamed so much, I seriously hurt myself. He's calmed down a bit in recent years. His constant torment was replaced with complete indifference. He mostly acts like I don't exist now. If you can believe it, I was basically kidnapped. My mother ordered an attendant to stuff me in a bag while I was sleeping. By the time I figured out what was going on, I was already here. For a while, I was sure I was going to die. But here I am. Look at me. Still breathing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you down talking like that about my past. Just forget everything I told you. There's no point in talking about myself anyway. Idiot. Oh, this is why everyone hates you, Bernie. What? No, it's not. Oh, Professor, how can you be so kind to me? I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. Please don't look at me. Thanks.
We did it, and without incident.
Enlightening. I can do better now. Got it. Good to go.
I see.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Impressive. Thanks.
Hello, Vern.
just been worried about you, that's all. When I said I was your friend, you ran away, saying something about your father. Remember?
Vaguely?
I know you've lived through some bad times. If you could tell me about it, maybe I could help?
Oh, I don't know.
Please. Your father's not here now. Whatever it is, you're safe to tell me.
All right. My parents told me never to befriend a commoner. They said commoners are scum, and that they'd crush any that tried to come near me.
Hang on, scum? They called me, commoners. They called us scum?
Yeah, but once, a long time ago, I did secretly make friends with one. A boy. My father found out about him. He disappeared the very next day. I heard he was found beaten half to death. I never saw him again. Since then, I've been terrified of making friends with anyone. Commoners especially.
I never knew that kind of thing really happened. Your story's sure, but... Oh, Vern, I'm so sorry. I'm proud to be your commoner friend. Hey now, relax. There's nothing to bawl about. If your dad tried to beat me up, I'd return the favor and then some.
Return the favor?
When I was in the opera, you better believe I had run-ins with the most wicked, terrible men. I survived kidnappings, attempted murders, all kinds of stuff. But you know what? I broke those guys' arms. Snap! It was a thank you for all the trouble they went through trying to hurt me.
You're incredible, Dorothea.
So, now that you know I can defend myself, can we be friends, Vern?
All right. Yeah.
I must have left it in the library. Oh, is that Felix?
No, this one.
Hey, Felix. This is a surprise. I didn't think you had much interest in books.
This one's pretty funny.
I'm already finished with that one. You can borrow it if you'd like. No need. I was just curious who it belonged to. Why not read a few pages at least while you've got it open? I think you'd really like it. The plot is pretty different from a typical Knight's Tale, but it's still really good. Do you like stories about adventure and chivalry? No, I despise them. Yeah, well, have you tried reading any? You might find them really interesting. I know I do. What do you find so interesting? Well, for one thing, the knights in these stories are always gallant and brave. And they always value things like friendship, loyalty, and justice. That's the kind of knight I want to be. Ridiculous. Friendship, loyalty, justice. Only fools allow their lives to be ruled by such nonsense. Fools who get themselves killed for nothing. Only to be celebrated as heroes in books like this. Writers of these stories are worse than tyrants. They seize control of people's thoughts. That's a little much. I was only interested in... I don't care. Such blind enthusiasm is dangerous. Be more moderate in your passions. You know something, Felix? You are exactly like the knight in this story.
Oh my god.
Excuse me? On the surface, he's sarcastic and intimidating, but underneath, he's kind and cares for his friends. In the end, they become heroes together and conquer all obstacles. Disgusting. Stop looking at me like that. Oh, see, right there. That's just what I mean. You sound exactly like him. I'm going to lend you this book. Really, I insist. Just give it a read, all right? Trust me, and you can tell me what you think when you're done. Why is this happening?
Oh, this will be interesting.
Thanks so much for the help. We should be able to manage on our own from here.
I'm glad to be of use. If there's anything else you need, come find me anytime.
Well, well. You seem to be pretty chummy with the knights.
Chummy? I suppose. Really, I was just helping out with some equipment repairs.
For an assignment or something?
No, it just looked like they could use a hand, so I lent one.
To me, it looked like they were using you for some unpaid labor.
Unpaid labor? I helped them because I wanted to, Happy. I wasn't expecting to be paid. It's like when you help us with our assignments. We don't pay you for that, do we?
Like I have a choice. Can I give you some advice, Freckles? Don't support the knights, the church, any of them. All you'll get in return is a knife in the back.
Isn't that a little dramatic? You really don't need to worry about that with most people.
You're naive. Those two Facebook foods exasperate me so much I can hardly help but...
Oh, hey! That reminds me of a great story. You have to hear this one. It's called, The Luna Knight's Tale. Yeah, I think you'll love this. On second thought, maybe a story about a knight isn't what you want to hear right now.
You know, the knights in stories aren't like the ones in real life. Unless the Luna Knight is a liar who does terrible things.
Oh, of course not. The Luna Knight is the hero of the story. She's from an offshoot of House Blathed. Marries into House Regan after the Crescent Moon War. In peacetime, she sets aside her weapons and devotes herself to giving wise counsel to her husband. In this role, she ensures that the dishonest and unfaithful are dealt with accordingly.
Huh. She sounds like a real hero.
Very much so, yes. The tale is full of fascinating details about her.
Ash, I'm sorry to interrupt, but if you're not too busy, we could really use your help right now.
Of course. Be right there. I'll tell you the rest of the tale later. Okay, Happy?
Sure, I guess. But seriously, watch yourself, okay? I don't want you to learn I'm right the hard way. See ya, Freckles. I can hardly wait to hear that riveting story of yours.
Using me? Never thought about it that way.
Oh, yay. Okay, that's cool.
Let me get this straight. The stars aren't moving, but the ground we stand on is?
Yep, we're on a big round thing that's always spinning. And that's why the stars seem to move through the sky. Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's true.
I admit I'm having a difficult time wrapping my head around it. How is it you know these things anyway? If you were a noble, it would make sense that you'd have a formal education on all of this.
In the village where I was born, there were people who studied the stars. They taught me.
A village of stargazing folk, huh? Do tell. I've never heard of such a place.
It's a very well-hidden village. It was a small settlement deep in the forest, where no one ever bothered us. I was born there, grew up there, but when I got older, I felt like I needed to see the world. I couldn't live my whole life in one place, you know? So I struck out on my own.
I always knew you were an odd little bird. Your birthplace makes you a rare little bird.
Yeah, well, pretty soon after leaving her nest, this rare little bird was put in a cage. I thought it might be some kind of punishment for leaving the forest.
What the hell? You think that because you wanted to live your life, you'd be punished? That's ridiculous. Look at this objectively. Was it punishment? Or was it just plain bad luck? There's nothing wrong with wanting to see the world and expand your horizons. Take me. Had I never left that gutter I call home, I'd have gone my whole life never learning how to look at the stars.
Yeah. I left my village because I thought I'd find a better life beyond the forest. Now, I'm not so sure.
Regret is pointless. What matters is how we live right here, right now. You know?
Yeah.
Do you ever want to return back home?
I could say no, but I'd be lying. I've been feeling homesick lately. Nothing happened there, for better or worse.
There wasn't much to be scared of. Everyone said the outside world was dangerous, that beyond the forest, all we'd find was an early grave. That wasn't exactly true, but my life was for sure easier when I lived there. I used to spend my days fishing, hunting for pretty flowers, running around for no reason.
A rare occurrence indeed.
What is?
Seeing you smile in that way. You're always so, I don't know, neutral?
That's not true. I smile when there's something to smile about. It's strange, though. When I'm talking to you, I can't help but let my guard down. I don't like to discuss where I came from, but with you, I feel like I can open up. You know, I've been thinking a lot about my mom and dad lately. I wonder, are they even alive?
Unfortunately, I'm probably going to have to stop for now, because what we're going to be getting involved with next is going to take a decent amount of time. Oof, yeah, definitely. But we are making headway, at least. The beginning part of the game tends to take the longest for me, because that's where I spend the majority of my time trying to get my people set up for the time skip. But I will admit that on future playthroughs I'll be playing it on normal and automating a lot of stuff. There's really not a whole lot of the game that requires a lot of effort on normal, and if you're interested in really learning a lot of good skills and stuff using New Game Plus with various characters, then that's probably the best choice on your part. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.